It goes on. As we continue to be very great and talented, it goes on with the chalice of God, the Holy Grail himself. Woman, everybody ready for that today. Woman, everybody ready for that today. I get to like the Friday. Kiri Kalibere Tundiwa. BIAFRA.SUPPORT, he goes up. Freedom fighter man, he goes on, he's our hero. He goes on in the rest of the paradise. You fought like a soldier, and you died like a soldier. You never betrayed our motherland. Your legacy lives on. You are a gallant soldier, a fervent soldier, a benevolent soldier. My brother, you will live on. Because you will live on. It goes on. It goes on. It goes on. We'll keep you where you go. Everybody is all like it goes on. It goes on. Unto man to die. It goes on. Okay, this is the way you die. The sudden death is unbearable. I feel the pain from my innermost heart. You just have to say goodbye, my hero. Ebani don't chebe casino to banana. You left us, but you live on. Honorable, Nantekwala Biafra, Njinji, Alajuroye, Iyanota, ESN Commander, Umunde Rayanye, Kosamola. You are just a you but they choose to be also, your death we remember. As your friends warn you, the whole world wants you to. It really pains my heart that you cannot walk. You are a hero. The shock can never go out from my heart like an continue fighting. You are a hero. Your sacrifices will never be forgotten. The real dead and the council will be avenged without apologies to any idiot wherever in the world. And the work is ongoing to that effect, and we're not going to stop until the heads are complete. 2,000 of them. Biafran's Got Talent exclusive. As we continue to be very great and talented, we also with the chalice of God, the Holy Grail himself. Woman, everybody ready for that today. Woman, everybody ready for that today. I get to like the Friday. Kiri Kalibere Tundiwa. Biafra.SUPPORT. He goes up. Freedom fighter man. He goes up. He's our hero. He goes up in the rest of the paradise. You fought like a soldier, and you died like a soldier. You never betrayed our motherland. Your legacy lives on. You are a gallant soldier, a fervent soldier, a noble soldier. My brother, you will live on. Because you will live on. Because unto man to die. It goes up. Okay, this is the way you die. It is the way you
The sudden death is unbearable. I feel the pain from my innermost heart. You just have to say goodbye, my hero.
You left us, but you live on. No, Antekwala Biafra. Jinji, ala juroyi. Iyaye lorota, ESN commander. Umunde rarayanye, konsamwala. You are they choose to be also, your death we remember.
As dear friends warn you, the whole world wants you to.
It truly pains my heart that you have won. You are a hero. The shock can never go out from my heart like that. Continue fighting. You are a hero.
Your sacrifices will never be forgotten. The real dead reincarnate soon.
And the console will be avenged without apologies to any idiot wherever in the world. And work is ongoing to that effect. And we're not going to stop until the heads are complete. 2,000 of them.
Good morning, Biafrans. Alozie, good morning from here. Ambrose, Charles, Audrey, good morning from here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here this morning, Biafrans, lovers of freedom, all over the world. I welcome you to the questionnaire this morning. My name is David Nnanna. I'm reaching to you live from my location. Please, as I welcome you, I want you to welcome others as well. And like and share so that other people can join us. I really appreciate your presence. I really do. Thank you for being here for me all the time.
Come out to say that enough is enough. When you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people in Sabongeri in Kanu, are they living of course it's Hausa land, are they living in the forest? They came to the town, they work very hard, they build houses, they build mansions, they develop the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forest? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists. The world aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council, where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so-called Nigerians, are you normal in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century, moving cattle from place to place, telling me they're grazing. Which country is that? Please tell me. These are people that have prepared for you to sell you down the drain. By the time the Fulanis are done with you, believe you me, if you don't rise up now to fight for your freedom, by the time Fulanis are done with you, you'll be more useless than a Hausa peasant.
We are fighting a very different war with Nigeria terrorist state, and they are confessing. Have you ever, in the history of Nigeria, have you ever, even during the war, it was only during the war actually that the issue of Biafra was discussed at the National Assembly, and the entire security chief are crying. I have a military experience. We are training the Biafra fighters, and they are engaging Nigeria in a very systematic war that they have never fought before. I didn't say it. You can hear it from the horse's mouth. Musa have cried several times, and let me tell you, if they think that in self-defense is a crime, they should go and read international law. Because the point is that nomadic system have taken over, and nobody is thinking correctly in Nigeria anymore. You come and kill people and expect them to defend themselves. We are defending ourselves. And like I said, if I have access to bomb today that will go to Asoro, I will first of all engage Asoro.
It may come like this, you'll be infected. If you eat me as a meat, all cancer killing, you know cancer, baby. Or you cancer, you finish again. Come on. It may come like this, you'll be infected. If you eat me as a meat, all cancer, baby. Or you cancer, you finish again. Come on.
तू ही मेरा तू ही तो मन्नत मेरी तू ही रूह का सुकून तू ही अखियों की ठंडक तू ही दिल की है दस्तक और कुछ ना जानूं मैं बस इतना ही जानूं तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूं तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूं सजदे सर झुकता है यारा मैं क्या करूं
Eze daalụ biko eze kedu abaghị
aba m bụ eze Levi Azubike na Biafra land.
ebe a na-etu
Ife a na-eti m bụ mgbochi ọrịa
ka ọgwụgwụ ya mma
ọgwụgwọ ya bụ.
biko eze kedu ebe iji n'aka iwe
Ife eji n'aka ife a nzu ife a n'ala Igbo ọ nzu a ka anyị ji ekpe ekpere n'ala Igbo
mgbe ekpere anyị ya bụ ekpere ka anyị mara ihe ekpere
Chukwu okike abịa Elohim ya wee nzu ka anyị ji n'aka maka na nzu uwe ọchọ onye aka mara nzu anaghị ama unyi aka makwara na unyi anaghị ama nzu ọ na-achụ utuwo anyị ewere nzu kwacharịa wee kpee ekpere wee na-asị ekpere dị ka anyị na-agụgharịcha ikpe ekpere anyị na-ekpe bụ na Elohim Nigeria eme na anyị ibe anaghị eme mmadụ Nigeria kamgbe ha bidoro mebe anyị ibe gbuwe ụmụazị anyị na-egbu nwoke na-egbu nwaanyị na-agba nwaanyị akwụkwọ afọ ime wepụta ya nwa gbuo nne gbuo di gbuo nwaanyị repuo ụmụ anyị repuo nwunye anyị gbaa ụmụ anyị mana ogologo ezi bata n'ime ụlọ ya na ha akọ ibe ya na-emesi ya n'ike kwa mbọsị kwa ọnwụ anọgide nke kachacha mkpa bụ pafụ ọnụ ụzọ onye ahụ n'ụzọ aka ya dị ọcha na ebe ọ na-akpọ ya ọnụ gọọmenti dọkpụrụ ụmụaka ya akaba dị ọcha nke ama a na-afụ kpọrọ nche na thousands of people millions na-egbube ka na-egbu ọgụ n'aha besi mkpụrụ obube bụrụ na-eje eji elesi ndị obodo oyibo anyị were na-akpọtụ nzu n'aka na-asụ Elohim Chukwu okike abịa ọ na-awụ onye Igbo ji ekpe ekpere ọbịa ka ya ga-agbafu akpa ụkwụ anyị gbasịa m akpa ụkwụ wee zụta ọgba na
ise. So thank you, Biafrans, once again. I welcome you this morning. If I have not shared, please share now. Share now, very, very important. The reason why I play Ikonso music all the time is for our people to remember Ikonso died fighting for the freedom of Biafra. And for our people to understand that Ikonso did not die because the Nigerian government just killed him. No. Ikonso died because he was sabotaged. He was sabotaged by fellow soldiers, by the then Eastern Security Network members. And this gallant man paid the ultimate price. So that each time you listen to the song and each time you look at Ikonso, you will understand that he has paid a price due to sabotage in this our movement. So for any one of you, in one way or the other, you are sabotaging the movement. I want you to know that you are contributing to the death of the Biafran soldiers, of the Biafran Defense Forces, of the Biafran men and women who are defending our land, who are protecting our borders and protecting our women and our children. And in other words, I want you to know that sabotage is evil. Sabotage kills the morals of the men and women who are defending you, who are defending your land, who are protecting your territories. So when you sabotage them, it means you don't really appreciate the work that they are doing. And it means that you are not actually supporting the freedom that they are fighting for. So whenever you listen to that Ikonso song, I want you to reflect on the services that he rendered to the Biafran nation before his demise. Ikonso was a million in a man's world. He was one in a million. Ikonso can stand out a crowd. So his death was a very big blow in the defense of Biafra land. Ikonso held Owerri for a very long time. Owerri was impregnable. The terrorists had no their way. They couldn't penetrate because of Ikonso. Just like Gentle the Yahoo And if you look at the picture of Ikonso, you will see Gentle at the back carrying the flag. Yes, that is what is called consistency. When the master was taken, he has to live up to the expectation. He has to stand his ground to defend that which his master stood for before he died. So reflect on the demise of Ikonso and remember this gallant soldier that he died fighting for the defense of our land. He's a very gallant man. We must respect him. We must appreciate the services that he has rendered to Biafra.
As we continue the very great and calamity, we also with the chalice of God, the Holy Grail himself.
Biafran warrior, he goes up. Freedom fighter man, he goes is our hero. He goes in the rest of the paradise. You fought like a soldier, and you died like a soldier. You never betrayed our motherland. Your legacy lives on. You are a gallant soldier, a fervent soldier, benevolent soldier. My brother, you will live on. Because you will live on. Because
Appointed unto man to die. It is the way you die.
The sudden death is unbearable. I feel the pain from my innermost heart. It's just hard to say goodbye, my hero.
You left us, but you live on.
Ọnọ n'ọgbọgụ na nchekwala Biafra, njinji jiri eji, ala jụrụ oyi. Ihe anyị nụrụ taa, ESN kọmanda, ụmụnne rara ya nye, Ikonso anwụọla.
You are the chosen, you offended nobody, but they choose to kill you. But they choose to kill you. We remain strong. We remain strong. There will be no mercy, I'm telling you.
Also, your death will be remembered. As Biafrans mourn you, the whole world wants you to. It truly pains my heart that you are not born.
You are a hero.
The shock can never go out from my heart like that. Continue fighting.
You are a hero.
Your sacrifices will never be forgotten. We will get there. Reincarnate soon.
And the Ikonso will be avenged without apologies to any idiot wherever in the world. And work is ongoing to that effect, and we're not going to stop until the heads are complete.
We are not going to stop fighting for our freedom until the job is done. Until we get our freedom, we will continue to fight for our freedom. So when you talk about sabotage, I want you to understand.
From here, good evening from my side.
You see this pen here? The Triple Star General Igwe Butuzo for Biafrans to unite and fund the Biafra Defense Forces. He has called against the sabotage that is happening in our liberation. He has called against the sabotage in the funding. He is calling Biafrans all over the world to come out and fund the Biafran Defense Forces. A lot of Biafrans whom we thought that they are here with us fighting for the freedom, we are now convinced that these people are agents of the Nigerian state. Dr. Bryson Ekoma and Chioma Ekoma, the government of Biafra is calling you out at this time, this day, for you to desist from disgracing yourselves. You have titles ascribed to your names, Professor, Doctor, Professor, and all the titles of this world. But the Biafran people, you have made the Biafran people to understand that even with your professorship, you do not respect your profession. You are joining the Nigerian government to sabotage the freedom of the Biafran people. All these men and women that you see on these pictures, they have just come out to sabotage the freedom of the Biafran people. The sabotage is what led to the killing of Ikonso. Sabotage is what led to the killing of Gentle Lion. Sabotage is what led to Zuma the Rock. Sabotage is what led to Baby Bush. Sabotage is what led to the kidnapping of our leader, MSEN Nnamdi Kanu. It was sabotage that led to the arrest of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpan Joko. Biafrans, why have you decided to sabotage the freedom of your people? If you are a true son of the soil, if you are a son and a daughter of Biafra, if you have the interest of Biafra in your heart, if you are so pained by the atrocities of the Nigerian government against the Biafran people, if you are so worried about the condition of our leader, MSEN Nnamdi Kanu, in DSS custody, if you also have the interest of the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpan Joko, at heart, then why are you making yourself the instrument of sabotage against your people? Why have you decided? Let me come closer so that you're going to see me clearly. Why have you decided to sabotage the freedom of the Biafran people? Are you not aware of what happened between 1967 to 1970? The reason why all those children were starved to death, are you not aware about that? The blockade that the Nigerian government placed on Biafra land, are you not aware of that? the over 3.5 million children that died out of starvation and hunger. Are you not worried about that? If you really love Biafra and you want freedom for the Biafran people, then why have you made yourself an instrument that the Nigerian government are using to sabotage the freedom of your people? Dr. Bryson Ekoma, you are a doctor in your professional field. Where you are working in America, you see how the system works. You see how the government functions. And you see how the citizen enjoy the dividends of democracy and the dividend of their government. Professor Chioma Ekoma, I come to you as well. You are working, whether in America, in Europe, in Asia, anywhere you are working. Are you not comfortable with the way the government of that nation is treating you? Are you not aware of their healthcare systems? Are you not comfortable with their industrialization programs? If you are comfortable with that, why are you standing against the same thing that the Biafran people are fighting to have? Ruben Nadi, you are a Nigerian agent, we understand that. But even at that, you are far away in the United States of America. You are enjoying the American government policies for their people. Are you comfortable with what is happening in Biafra land? That you are now making yourself an instrument to sabotage the freedom of the Biafran people. Joy Irobi, you are also working outside the shores of Nigeria. You are enjoying the democracy. You are enjoying the government of your host nation. You are enjoying their policies. You are enjoying their economic breakthroughs. You are enjoying their industrialization, their transport system, their healthcare system, name it. All these things the government of your host nation are providing for you. Are you comfortable with what is happening in Biafra land? What you are enjoying in overseas, do you have such amenities in Biafra land? Then why are you sabotaging all the effort that our government is making in order to make sure that such facilities are established in Biafra land as well? Imam Madabu, at your old age, you are still living abroad. And the reason why you are comfortable living abroad is because you are being taken care of. You are enjoying the government amenities. You are enjoying their healthcare systems and services. More importantly, the security that they provide for you guys. In Biafran territory, do we have such facilities? Then why are you sabotaging the process that the government intends to take in order to make sure that all those amenities are also brought down to Biafran territory? Obi Obudu, you are the you were the former European representatives, and you are enjoying your life in Europe, living large and making money, enjoying the amenities of the government, their transport, their healthcare system. But you are sabotaging that the Biafran Republic government in exile is fighting assiduously to make sure that the Biafran people also enjoy that. First of all, to have their freedom and enjoy such facilities. Why are you sabotaging the process that our BRGIE is going in order for our people to be free? Dr. Sam, I ask you the same thing. Madam Van Van Van, your own is a different thing, because right from time immemorial, you have been a sabo from time immemorial, so you can never stop. Azubike, I am coming to you as well because you enjoy good life where you are. You enjoy security where you are. A good system, operational system. But the Biafran Republic government in exile system that was handed over to you, the website, you have to compromise on it. Is that how other countries, their technicians or their webmasters compromise on their system of their government? Why have you people made yourself instruments against your own people, against your own government? Dr. Sam, I ask you the same thing. Each and every one of you that are in these photos, it is a question that you have to ask by yourselves. Maybe you have children abroad. Let me remind you, you are not going to live abroad forever. Your children will not live abroad forever. So anything that you do now may be used against your children in the nearest future. Why are you fighting against Biafran Republic government in exile, set up by the Prime Minister, as Simon Ekpan-Joku, in order to make sure that he brings Finland to Biafra, to bring America to Biafra, to bring UK to Biafra, to bring a workable system for the people of Biafra? Why have you people decided to be a stumbling block on the plans of the government to bring amenities to the Biafran people? You are sabotaging the effort of the Biafran Republic government in exile for our recognition in the United States of America. Why have you made yourselves instruments of sabotage against our movement? You must listen to this broadcast. Very, very important. I hope you are aware of the like of Ifa Jonas and Ikpabia seekers. I hope you are aware of the Nyamodos of this world. I hope you know that whatever atrocity that you are committing at this particular time, your children will have to answer for them in the nearest future. Then they have to blame their fathers and their mothers for their actions and inactions that will be inimical to their growth in Biafran territory. So think about your actions against our government. Think about your actions about our acting prime minister. Think about your actions against the information minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile. More importantly, think about your actions against the Biafran Defense Forces who have vowed to protect the land of the rising sun. What have you all got to gain? The only reason why you people will sabotage Nigeria, will sabotage Biafra, rather, the only reason why you are going to work with Nigeria to sabotage Biafra is because either you have been paid huge sums of money or you are not Biafrans by blood. The only reason why you are going to join Nigeria to sabotage Biafra is either you have been paid huge sums of money for that sabotage or you are not 100% Biafrans. That is the only two reasons. Because we know you people love money. We know you people want to be on top of the world. We know you people love influence as well. In the other way around, a lot of Biafrans today are not genuine Biafrans because their parents gave birth to them in Biafran territory and they grow up in our land and they bear our names. So perhaps some of you are in that category that you now have to come out at this particular time because you know that when Biafra is fully restored, all of you that are born in Biafran territory, you have to go back to the north where you belong. You have to follow your parents or you have to go to your father's land, not in our mother's land, in Biafran territory. No. And that is why you people, we do everything to make sure that you antagonize, that you sabotage what we are doing. Desist from your sabotage. Because Biafran people, we are not going to take it lightly with anybody who are trying to sabotage the freedom that we are fighting for. Very, very important. And I want you to look at what has been happening all over Nigeria. If you are comfortable with that happening in your own territory as well. The Nigerian security agencies are complicit in whatever is happening in our land. Our people are being murdered in cold blood. Our people are being pied. A lot of atrocities is happening in our land. And you people are enjoying yourselves in America, in Asia, in UK, in anywhere all around the world. You people are enjoying yourself. The security in those areas are very, very top notch. But in our land, our people are being killed by the security forces, by the same government that was supposed to protect them. And now that we have risen up to stand and defend our women, our children, and defend our territory, this is the time that you people have come together to sabotage the freedom of your people. In Nigeria, human lives means nothing. I want you to watch this video.
These are the scenes that welcomed one into the affected village of Jebu in Riom local government area of Plateau State early Tuesday morning. The village was thrown into shock and mourning when they were attacked with guns and machetes and their
Okay, my
houses
dear, I'm
set
going to put
ablaze.
the link on the comment section,
Around 3
sir.
a.m., this community was attacked.
MID, the link is there now. Click on the link and join me, sir. Good morning from here.
By the attackers, and of course we thought the place was going to be protected as they came with 2 gun trucks. And I was satisfied that my people are well protected.
Sincerely, it is very sad and unfortunate that up to today, these things have not come to an end. You have just witnessed, you've gone around together here, you've seen the dead bodies yourself. 27 people lying down.
While security personnel from different agencies were
Maybe
seen
we
on the
are going to
ground,
continue on
the
this
locals
video.
blamed
Let me bring in MID. MID, let me bring you, sir. Is Academic Kindness. Good morning from here. Oh, we have lost him. Please click the link again. MID, please come back, come back. MID, please come back. So Biafrans, what the video I was playing, because His Academic Highness said he has an important information to give, so I have to stop the video. I wanted him to come in. Maybe the information is so urgent so that we can have that information. Unfortunately, he was kicked out by the network. So while we are waiting for him, I want each and every one of us to understand the video I was playing was about what is happening in Nigeria, where communities are being invaded by the terrorists and a lot of people are being killed. You have the security forces, they are actually not doing enough to protect the indigenous people. In fact, in some cases, the security are complicit in the crime. The security will be there will be no response to the communities. Okay, MID is back.
Yeah, can you hear me?
His Academic Kindness, good morning from here. I can hear you. You are welcome to the questionnaire. Go ahead, sir. You.
Yeah. Good morning. I've been trying to.
Go ahead. We can hear you, sir.
Activate my.
We are not hearing you. His Academic Kindness, we can't hear you. Oh my God. I don't know what is wrong with your connection, but we can't hear you, sir. If you can go out and come back. Maybe you go out and come back, sir. Oh my God. Academic Kindness can go out and come back. We can't hear you. So you see in Plateau State what is happening in Plateau State. The Nigerian government are not responding to the security challenges of the people of Plateau, not only Plateau, all over that Nigeria. So people are being killed without the security forces doing anything to prevent such killings. And it's really not good at all. So this is what the enemy want to replicate in our land. This is the reason why Ikonso died. This is the reason why Gentle, the Yahoo, is fighting. Triple General is speaking. This is the reason why each and every one of us must come out and fund the Biafran forces for the liberation of our land. Very, very important that we heed a call from the Triple Star General, Igwe Butuzo. And there he sends a very strong message through Major General Gentle the Yahoo. You know, these men are the ones who are protecting our land. Without them, our land will be occupied by these terrorist marauders in military and police uniforms. And they are doing. You are welcome back to His Academic Kindness. We can't hear you, and your line is not clear either. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah. I've been screaming since.
Okay. I can hear you now. Go ahead, sir. You are welcome.
Okay, just because of what Van Van said in his platform yesterday, swearing that there was no other candidate for the position of APM. I came here, so he himself, he talks too much. He don't know what is called government processes. He was there swearing, categorically that, and I have sent you a classified confirmation of my candidacy. After my candidacy, you can wait from the upper part of the picture I sent to you, a classified picture. Okay, you watch the date from you see exactly the date that I made the last submission. That was to show that I have the use of all my data, and candidacy. After the conclusion of my candidacy, you see, it was by December 2024. Okay, you watch the date, you can equalize it so that you will understand. This guy doesn't know what is.
Academic Kindness, your line is breaking. We can't hear you clearly, sir. Your line is breaking, sir.
Part of the caucus, okay? That's why he didn't know.
Academic Kindness, can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me, sir? Academic Kindness, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Please, we are not hearing you. Your line is breaking so badly that Biafrans can't hear you, sir. I don't know what's wrong with your connection.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, but we are not hearing you. You are just
yes.
breaking. I don't know. Is there any call entering on your phone? Because we can't hear you clearly, sir, and we need to hear you because you have an important information. Yeah, Biafrans have just received a classified, I don't know whether it's declassified information from the MID Briggs in what he's trying to tell us here. I want to make it categorically clear to Biafrans. You see, the likes of Ralph Ajere or nickname Madam Van 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 is somebody that cannot be relied upon. Let me put them on the screen so that when you see such individuals, you will know that these individuals should not be, relied upon. You can't trust anything that is coming out from them. Anything that they are saying, you don't need to trust it. You don't need to rely on it. You don't need to believe it. These people, they are actually agents of the Nigerian state. Okay? These people are not people that we should, we should listen to. They are not people that we should follow. They have nothing to offer. They have nothing to give. They are the agent of the Nigerian state. And the reason why they are here is to distract us in what we are doing. Okay? The reason why they come is to distract us on what we are doing. And we are not going to allow them to distract what we are doing. Rafa Jaire is somebody that has not been stable, is somebody that speaks from both sides of his mouth. So why are we going to take him or his group seriously? No. The reason why Academic Kindness came here is to inform Biafrans that Rafa Jaire was speaking on his platform and was swearing, that there was nobody that came to contest for the position of the acting prime minister. So if there is nobody that came to contest and it was Ogechukwu Nkere that only came, so be it. So what is wrong about that? But the truth of the matter is that Academic Kindness himself was among those who came out to contest for the position of the prime minister. Okay? Academic Kindness was among the people. Good morning, sir. Welcome, sir.
Ekwensu na ajọ mmụọ na-agba mgba n'efu.
Good morning. Good morning, sir. You are welcome to the questionnaire.
Yes. Just in a jiffy, good morning to everyone here present. I said the reason why I decided to intervene in this morning exposition is just to let our people to understand that, when I don't like calling people's name, when those individuals that say that nobody came apart from Ogechukwu Nkere for the position of acting prime minister, that it is a blatant lie. That I'm here with the evidence. I'm here with the evidence of which I have sent to you, Dr. Nana, that you can equally flash to the screen anytime. I made it in a classified manner, but you can flash it to the screen directly from my system, from the email that was sent by the government under the CRC, because who organized, you as a leader, you cannot swear yourself in. There must be somebody or a body that will swear you in. So the organization for the election of leader pro tempore, that is what is called. Leader pro tempore means temporary leader. It's not permanent. Was officially organized by the Conflict Resolution Committee, which was institutionalized by the Prime Minister, is directly under the Prime Minister. And as the Prime Minister is no longer available, is temporarily inactive, the CRC becomes under the acting Prime Minister, because it's not above the cabinet. Cabinet is the overall, right? And if you want to do any amendment, you must do, that is, you must make the amendment based on the resolution of the cabinet. Now, the resolution of the cabinet is being read out by the CRC leader. That is how it is politically. Now, for those that are saying, for those individuals saying that nobody again came out to contest at the position of of the acting prime minister, tell them that they are not insiders. And according to our law and according to government best practices, they are not in the position to even be considered as eligible. You know why? They are not head of department. That man that is saying that is not head of department. If you are deputy head of department, you are not qualified as a candidate for the leader pro tempore. Leader pro tempore is the person that's going to lead us temporarily till our prime minister comes out. So secular, we're being sent to almost all the leaders of department, and you can see mine MID. So the letterhead read Department of Military, head of office of the department, head of department, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, military department. So you can see that was the final submission. And if you watch from the top, you're going to see the date that it was submitted to Conflict Resolution Committee. So that is the disclaimer. Also to let people to understand that they should stop following people who are emotional. If you are a deputy head of department, you don't know everything. It is your capo, or what you call your boss, that knows more than you. I myself happen to know because I'm head of department. All right. So people should not play with what we are doing. At the end, they will still see that education is power. But woe to those who are educated, but they don't mind their field. I still reiterate for the last time, I am a doctor in political science, in international relations, in European studies. Are you hearing it? I'm also a doctor in the management of international migration. Okay? Plus all other qualifications. I'm an engineer in terms of building and construction. I'm also an expert in the aeronautics. So if we are dealing with politics, with matters that concerns politics, people should try to give precedence to those that know it more than them. Yes, you might be a professor, but in a field that has nothing to do with politics, with management of international politics, at least you have to bow for those that know it, notwithstanding their age or whether they have money or they don't have money. It is not intellectuality, it's not about money. It's about you being an expert in the field you are. You know, Adam Smith talks about specialization. Okay, division of labor and specialization. So when Africans, when it comes for us to practice, to make practicals, we lag behind. So you can flash that, you know, you can watch it and see what I'm saying. You see, when I confirmed my candidacy, it was dated December 2024 as a head of department. And I and Ogechukwu Nkere, we were the one that lasted at the ballot. And I also gave my own vote to him because based on our inner modus operandi, it is who is in America that's supposed to be. Okay? The lady that they were nominating know that she doesn't have what it takes to be there. She knows that quite all right. So why is it that some people try to mix issue? That you hate Ogechukwu Nkere does not make Ogechukwu Nkere not to be qualified. Ogechukwu Nkere is a practical politician and, for crying out loud, a leader of one of the best political parties. We have seen in America, we have seen that this Ogechukwu Nkere was even, he led one of the Trump's campaign rallies, right? Campaign organization in America. So it's either you acquire your political acumen by education or you acquire it by practice. Okay? So people should stop listening to those that don't use political or legal base in the actions and submissions, but they are using 10 fingers and 10 toes or swearing with their life or biblical quotation. Don't use that. You don't use that. You use the law. You see, I said, for those who want to understand, they should understand what is the meaning of foundation of a building. When you touch the foundation of building, what happens if you shake the foundation of a building? What did you intend to do? The
building will collapse.
Yes. What do you intend to do? You intend to collapse the building. So those that are going to our registration, that are fighting, who is the base, the foundation, the founder of Brigi, they don't mean well for Biafra. You get what I'm saying? They want the building to collapse. That's why we can never, under the law. And two, I permit them to do such nonsense because they don't even know where they're going. Secondly, people need to comprehend the difference between the way you run a sovereign government, a sovereign state, and the way you run a government in exile. There is a reason why it is called government in exile. And there is a reason why the other one is called sovereign government or sovereign state. We are not yet sovereign state. For us to be recognized as government in exile, there was a qualification that we're supposed to attain, which is the registration as a corporation. What do we understand by the title corporation? BRGIE is BRGIE corporation. So if they don't understand the meaning of corporation, they should better go and read economics and company, the meaning of company, or governmental organization. When you make research on this three, you will understand that you don't need to fight Ogechukwu Nkere because is the super partes. Okay, in the law, super partes means the foundation. Everything is subsidiary under that his registration. And I also challenge them. If they say that they have studied more than me, they should go to that registry office, use the same code number of registration, remove the man that they say that is nothing. Then I'll clap for them. I will know that they have gotten education. And they should remember that Europe is the one that colonized America. So I studied from Europe. Europe is the father of the father of the father of colonial masters. So I am not bragging with colonialism, but I'm trying to let them to understand the lacuna, the base, the meaning of base. We are saying based on this, we are talking this, based on the Charter of the United Nations, Article 1, Paragraph 2, and Article 20.123 of African Union Charter, and tort law plus natural law, you have right for self-determination and self-defense plus preservation. That is it. And under the jurisprudence of what you call jus cogens, you have deviate to the interference on domestic jurisdiction. The reason why it seems the Western world, advanced countries, sovereign nations are romancing things. They don't want to intervene. You cannot intervene. You cannot, because there is the respect of deviate to interference on domestic jurisdiction, because the power belongs to the people. But the people don't have that deviate. The people have the imprimatur legislatis to do what? To defend themselves. You need to fight. You don't need to say, America, come and help us. That's the meaning of it. So if your leaders are not doing it well, let's assume we are talking about sovereign state. Your leaders are not doing well. You have to revolt. That's the meaning of revolution. You have to revolt. You have to hold responsible your parliamentarians, which are the direct representative of the people. The representative of the people are the parliamentarians. You hold them accountable. If they are not accountable, you dethrone them and you take your destiny upon your hand by revolution and by armed revolution. That is what Bentham said. And that's what Machiavelli said. When he said armament of the people, means the people should take your destiny upon your hand. All these things are talking about self-defense, self-determination. Self-determination, they say it's a sacro sancta sanctorum. It is inalienable right of the people. So, to crown it all, if you are not head of department, under Brig, you cannot understand how many people that came out to contest for the position of leader pro tempore or acting prime minister. So if you're a deputy, what do you know? Apart from the existence of caucus of the caucus in Briggy. So he should go and mind his business. I use my mic. Thank you.
Wow, that is the academic highness himself. Or the Kwanizi. You were an academician in your own studio. What English shall happen now, no beacon. Dear friends, when you talk of English, when you say the most educated black man in Europe, when you hear it in your ear, you never see the person. Look at the person here in our studio. He has been able to educate those who say they are professors, but they can't speak the kind of English this our academics highness speaks here. It's very, very important that people should understand the kind of people that we have in this our government. I don't need to flash whatever you gave me on the screen. The evidence is yourself. You are the evidence. So what other evidence do I need to flash for the screen for people to know, to see where you are the person that is speaking? No. Dear friends, academic highness here is telling you that he himself was part of those who contested to be prime minister, temporary prime minister. He himself is an evidence on itself. So when you go to platform of Vam 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 to listen, I told you from the one that Vam 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 is unreliable. You can't rely on anything, whether 10 fingers or 10 toes or 20 fingers or 20 toes. All those things that he is saying is just to deceive a lot of you. This is not the first time he is swearing about 10 toes and 10 fingers. He still swear and went back to Adadio and Amma. During the time of Prime Minister, he did the same thing. So why are you wasting your time going to his platform? So Academic Kindness, we are so pleased to have you in our platform this morning. You have already exposed everything that people need to know about VAM. VAM platform is a propaganda platform. So anybody that is going there to listen, you just want to, to add to your headache, because they are going to give you lies and propaganda on their platforms. But here we give you the authentic, the reliable, the verifiable information that you need to know. Academic Kindness, thank you so much for being part of this program. But a lot of people don't actually, they hear academic kindness, but they don't know the area you are coming from, and they don't know your position in the Biafra Republic government in exile. I think if you make that categorically clear to them right now, they will now understand that you are in the government itself, sir.
Anyway, I would not.
Okay.
Yes, I would not spend much. I just wanted to clear the air on that particular doubt. I am officially the minister, head of Department of the Military, and the head of Military Intelligence, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Also, before this time around, I was also the Deputy Secretary to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Diplomacy. So currently, and also before, I am the founder of BIAFRA.SUPPORT Office, Italy, an organization for humanitarian and philanthropy, BRGIE. So I'm currently both the legal rep and the bridge rep of Italian BIAFRA.SUPPORT. So we are all doing it for the good of our country. We have equally written to the government of Italy and the Vatican City government. Some people don't know that Vatican City is another country in Italy. So we written to the Pope equally. So Abemus Papa. But in the future, you people will be hearing us, be seeing us. Just a question of time. We are doing it because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he wanted us who went to school to help, because if you are indulging in freedom fight, you need everybody. Yes, the educated ones will be bringing the formula, just like Awonyendu said, we in the diaspora are supposed to fund our recognition, while those at home have to fund the liberation. You get what I'm saying? So diplomatically, we have to show the tech know-how. Because the level we are in towards the ending of 21st century, and I don't think that it is the world is governed by illiterates. No, there are principles. Now, those who came across, those who understand, who have the know-how, who are of the know of those principles, must come out and show the example, so that we will not be rigmaroling, we will not be perambulating, we will not be behaving like people that ate crocodile 3 days ago and it has not digested. We shall not be misbehaving. We shall not be swearing, using swear as base. No, you don't use swear as base. I came out here and said, this is the modus operandi, that if you are not head of department, you cannot know everything, right? And that is the proof. So are you a head of department? The answer is no. And again, there are carcasses in brigade, and that is confirmed. That's why somebody that is a deputy didn't know that there are other candidates, and he was swearing. He continued swearing that that's nothing. That's why I said, let me bring this confirmation of my candidacy. Then if that again, I'll go and bring another one. Then I'll bring another one. That is more complicated for them to see the qualifications needed, where we filled in the blank spaces when we are. Do you understand? After filling in, they will screen you. If you pass, then they will come out with another certificate, the final one. Then they'll ask you to confirm So the one I sent now is just confirmation that you are just like you are swearing as David. That what happened. That if you happen to win this position, you will relinquish it to Mazi Simon Ekpa as soon as he gain his freedom. You see, he
Yes.
didn't know these things because it's not considered, it's not at the position to knowing it because you are not the head of department. Am I lying? So why
Department.
swearing with 10 fingers and 10 toes? Don't swear because if you don't have toes again and fingers, you become a nikompu. You become a epimamodo, the new creature. Don't swear, don't swear. You have to accept that you are not at the position to knowing it. We are not at the position to doing it. Very simple, because we are organized. We are trying to have an organized society. That's what the intellectuals have been telling us. When they say Montesquieu propounded the principle of democratia, demo and kratia, he said the Ochichi and the mother. Ochichi, the government of the people, but by the people, through the people. Are you seeing it? When they say government of the people, meaning that it is not government of the kings. Because at the time of Montesquieu, you had the ancient regime, 1600-1789, after the death of Christ. This is the time you call the Baroque periodica of the Historia. You had the Sacra Romana Ecclesia on the other side. The church was in charge. The Reverend Fathers and the kings ruled. You had, particularly in the state of France, the presence of King Louis XIV, Regem Louis XIV. We call him Luigi XIV. He was the reason why absolutism was pronounced by Montesquieu. Montesquieu was a literate, an intellectual that combated this regime intellectually. He wrote papers. He brought out the new formula. That's why our people who went to school, they need to collaborate. The problem is individualism. That you went to school doesn't mean that you should be negligent. You should look at somebody like Oruge. They're neglecting him because they said he doesn't speak for them or their own type of English. I don't know the kind of English people need to hear from people. Somebody that does something that you, professor, cannot do. You are saying you're not speaking. It's English, our mother tongue. Why are we so proud about English? So this guy came. This intellectual was at the front. He brought the formula that the people of France and the Europeans will use to liberate themselves from ancient regime. Ancient regime means regime like oligarchy or hegemony of the Fulanese, something like that. Starkekis plutocratic, like mobocracy. So he brought a formula that was called democracy. Demo is the people, cracy is government. So you divide it because democracy in syllables, you divide it, you spark the syllable into two. Demo means people, kratia means the government because it's Greco-Latino. Democratia. He said again, not only that he brought the formula, he substituted it into what? Government of the people.
People.
For the people and by the people. When you say by the people, for the people, by the people, you are trying to tell you, it's trying to tell you that there is a system of representation. That's why the parliament came up and became highlighted, became one of the legal strongest instruments for the affirmation of democracy or democratic principle, because he wrote principles of democracy, like principle of check and balances of the government, like 3 tiers of government and 3 arms of government. 3 tiers of government like federal, state, and municipality, or what you call the grassroots government. Then he came and brought the principle of hierarchy of power, federal, state, and local government or municipality or grassroots. He also furthered it again and brought the principle of check and balances between executive, legislative or legislature, and the judiciary, so that there will be perfection, so that there will be no absolute reign. But that is in a state that has gotten its sovereignty. So if you are in a state in exile, government in exile, it's a different procedure you use. For example, do we have parliament? No, but you have cabinet. Cabinet falls under the presidency, the executive, right? So, but that is the connotation of what? Legislative connotation. So you cannot run it the same way you run a country that is already sovereign. Because now
Sovereign,
the
yes.
base of recognition, am I saying oath, swearing of oath or 10 fingers or 10 toes? No. The base of
No.
recognition of a government in exile is via registration. And the highest in this story is the founder, which is the foundation. The registration is the foundation of the recognition.
Yeah.
So if anything happens to make you to go fighting the registrar or the president, the head of the registration, it means you want the building to collapse. That is called or transmobilify into what you call the sabotage. Kumkaga huakaga. Hey. To debunk what I'm saying. It is called the spoil system. It is called travesty of nomen. So people that are not expert in certain fields should pipe low. They should not be spoiling what we're doing. They should not be causing caricature to the site of the Mundi. No, they don't have to do it. So if people know that they have realized that they have made a mistake, they have to simplify themselves like what Hegel said. The spirit of tolerance. Tolerate, live and let live. Say, I am sorry. That Nima who missing it is sorry. It cannot remove your professorship. If not, if you go wallowing into the abyss, you are going to see yourself between the devil and the deep sea in the state of socio-political dilemma. So that is what they don't know. You don't fight your respiratory apparatus, the engine, the gearbox of your vehicle. You don't have to fight the engine. Fight the road. Fight police, fight army that are corrupt. Don't fight your head of government. Don't fight your head of government. Because at the phase of war, you have to hosanna, eulogize and panegyrize your head of government. Even if you commit sin, you don't have to fight him, because at the phase of war, you have to garner all your support to your head of government, like what is happening in Israel today. Not that Benjamin Netanyahu is all perfect in what he's doing personally. No. But you see the Israelis and the allies supporting him. Everybody should support their president, their head of government, their leader. So that's my message this morning, and God bless you for the opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity. I yield.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just want to ask you this question. You know, your English is well refined and very, very clear and very, very understandable. I want to ask you, what is actually wrong with certain individuals who call themselves doctors, professors, engineers, who supposedly people look at like they're educated? I ask this question based on what the information department of the Biafran Republic government in Ezra have put on their Twitter handle. You know, and they are calling out, this Department of Information is calling out somebody who says she is a doctor or a professor, and somebody who says he is a doctor. Dr. Bryson Ekom and Professor Bryson and Professor Choma. These people supposedly are educated according to this their professorship and doctorship, but they are not making use of their intellectual capability when it comes to Biafran freedom. In Nigeria, we know professors, whenever there is election rigging, they call professors to come. In this Biafran restoration, professors should be people like you who have a nice support for the Biafran government. But in this case, these professors are not doing what they're supposed to do. What can you say about these individuals who have the titles, but they are not making use of their intellectual capabilities in order to impact the actions and activities of the Biafran Republic government in Ezra?
Okay, thank you. It's very simple, my brother. It is defined in what you call African intervirotic, injection of African intervirotic virus. I created the word intervirotic virus. So, which is expressed in the teachings that has been embedded, that has been pumped into our brains, into our medulla oblongatas, in Africa over the years. It is called historical Darwinism, application of historical Darwinism in the psyche of professors. Practically, do you have any union of professors in our country? I am in our supposedly country. Do you have any league of professors that want to make a change? That is a kind of union of professors that want to challenge the government, that want to take the destiny upon their hand. Have you ever had such a thing? No, the only thing you had for the first time in the university was the formation of occultic group that later transmogrified to something like Black Axe. So occultic group meant for bullying of students, but you didn't have a kind of organization, a kind of network of intellectuals that will challenge the government. You know why? Because collectivism is never the yardstick of intelligibility being sent to the brain of Africans. What is being taught to them is Darwinism. Historical Charles Darwin said that in the jungle, what you do is survival of the fittest, which is expressed into individualism. People who went to school segregate practically those that didn't went to school. Those, if you happen to manage to have one HND or doctorate degree, then you'll be regarding others, you'll be castigating those that didn't merge in having such a thing. And this sense was prolonged for years. And it has become a culture to Africa. Africans make it difficult to be simple. They find it difficult to come together. Are you getting me? Each time you say African literate, they'll be doing competition on, they'll be looking, they'll be finding fault from somebody. For example, if you make a mistake of putting is, then you say was, they say hey, he has not studied on a linguistic. So this was being, prolonged to the extent that when we go to do practical, we still use segregative mind. Are you getting me? Not inculcation, to incorporate. If you are tolerant, that is all this thing I'm speaking now is summarized into the spirit of non-tolerance. In sociology, you have Puritanism, you have tolerance. If you don't tolerate, but you see only yourself, you will be making mistakes. Because let's assume now, somebody in America with this kind of mentality will be saying, it is only, America is 0-1, right? In terms of military power and economic power, 0-1. Because you have code of recognitions of different countries. Now, we are in America. So we don't, that kind of mindset makes you to have your brain blocked from considering fellow intellectuals from Europe or fellow intellectuals from Africa. Don't you say Meka Socrates? That is a very big intellectual. Are you getting me? That's a very big intellectual. So somebody in America who didn't even know half of what a Meka Socrates knows, we disregard the Meka Socrates, for example, because he's in Africa. So that is not the spirit of tolerance. So our average educated people need to go and study sociology. Everybody need to study sociology, especially the writers by the Israelites. When they study it, then they can organize themselves, because the government or the survival of a people is meant or is marked by what? Teamwork. The credit does not go to one person, but to the team. How to do teamwork is the problem. So not a question of ignorance. We have to remove the spirit of Charles Darwinism or historical Darwinism, which means individualism. Individualism is being taught to us as the best philosophy. It's wrong. It is collectivism. Collectivism contraposed to individualism. Yes, for the purpose of collectivism, even Jean-Jacques Rousseau in 1789, after the death of Christ, used this as a principle of mandate. That all of us are intelligent, we know in the society, we have right equally in the society, but all of us, 80 million Biafrans cannot contemporarily be the prime minister. Contemporary, because all of us have rights to be prime minister, but we cannot contemporarily become prime minister and become head of. So we must select some people that will go so that we'll be in order. How do we do it? By constituency, we select our representatives, and our representative will have the knowledge that, look, we are the voice of the people, and they must do the mind of the people. So that is the principle of mandate and the tolerance that our people need to understand, that this is teamwork for collective survival. For collective survival, you in America that is professor, you bring yourself down to the level of somebody that is not professor. Okay, to the level of somebody that is not professor. If you see that this person is at the position to lead him because he has what it takes to, don't criticize his English or his English, but give him support. You from the back as intellectual, you give intellectual support, because if they ask you to go, you know go feed one. No be so. Which one they talk now? You know go feed what they do. You know go feed one. You worry yourself. You support that person. God. The other person support. We support. When he wins, it is now our victory. Not be his victory.
Yes, our victory.
I don't see. Yes, I don't see my leader. I don't see my leader as person. I see him as Biafra. I see him as Biafra. I see Honorable Simon Ekpa as Biafra. I see Ogechukwu Agunkere. I didn't mean that woman was not a saboteur, a spy who was sent to destroy. I would have been seeing her as Biafra in feminine gender. So the spirit collectivism, we should throw away individualism. Oh yeah, be here named as you know, will be throwing money on the air, showing an echo. Then you forget the problem that is facing you because you're only noticing yourself. So that is the intervirotic virus.
Yourself.
Who brought it is the colonial master. Before we were living communal life, unity of purpose. But since the colonial masters came, conquered Africa after the ferocious Ekumeku War of 1890s till 1912 and 14, prior to what do you call it? I think the last year of the war was 1913, something like that. Prior to the amalgamation for 1912. So they brought all these viruses via religion. They demonized our god of war that was called Ekwensu. They demonized Ekwensu, is the god of war. They brought corruptive political mechanism. They brought assimilation of values. They brought amalgamation, which is the worst. Amalgamation after they conquered our people. They brought amalgamation. They used Christianity to finish our people, and Islam also from the northern enclave. So our people need to know that we are in a mess and come down from Mountain Holybus. Humble ourselves. You use your professorship to support your leader, so that in turn, when you become leader, you'll be supported. So that is the problem. All of us must try this idea today. Collectivism, because of collective survival, I will come down from Mountain Holybus, mix myself with others so that we will survive. Make that your professorship to work in humility, not in arrogancia. Non-arrogancia, but humility. Thank you. Let me go.
Wait. Ask to platform because they are English. People in the comment section are enjoying the English.
Yes.
But let us put this collectivism to the topic that we have today. Just the final question I want to ask you, because the topic says that the 3-star general is calling for unification in the funding. And this is actually what you mean. Collectively, we are going to move mountain. So what do you have to say in joining that collective unified funding so that the Biafran defense forces can have enough in order to defend the land of the rising sun? Just join it together.
Anyway,
the collective funding and the collective that you talk. Thank you, sir.
Already the question has answered itself. For example, you've seen our double general, Major General Gentle the Yahoo, coming out severally. He came out the other period, and also he has surfaced again, telling you that among those that do something, he mentioned one person's name, who is Ogechukwu Nkere. Ogechukwu Nkere is your head of government, for Christ's sake. For crying out loud. Our people should come out from this individualism, seeing themselves, see the system. Forget about me, it is not about me. It's about the government truth, government processes, not meeting processes. I said, what for the reason that you're at war, You don't even criticize, even if your leader happens to take your goat, you don't have to touch him. You write it down that he took your goat or your cow. He took your cow. You write it down. After we win the war, you go to court and prosecute him.
Yes.
Call him.
Yes.
Are you getting what I'm saying? That is the government processes. You cannot go and fire your head of government while you are at war, which means you will forget about the war and be chasing clout. As you know, so it is very right and practicable, nobilis, for the CDS calling on the unification of fund. Under what is the government? Is it not BRGIE? Who is the head of BRGIE now? It is, he's telling you, follow Ogechkunkere. He is telling you, follow your head of government. Follow your government. Let us work in accordance to the law of what? The modus operandi of government in exile. Unum populi, unum systema. That is it. We should not be behaving like mad people. If we remove the hatred we have for a particular person and we incorporate and we pace the unity of purpose, there is nothing that will make you not to go and donate in that website that Ogechkunkere, the head of our government, indicated you to do. All of us knew that he was the head of finance. I'm coming, brothers. We should be very sincere. All of us knew that he was head of finance and he was qualified as head of finance to run the government, right? All of you know that I'm head of military and military intelligence, and all of you know I'm qualified to run for the head, office of the head.
Yes.
And we have been, this man had never, we as cabinet and the principal cabinet members have never had any complaint from our prime minister about mismanagement or quasi-volia, parola. We have never had. He has never complained. Why are all these people that are myopic, people that are supposed to be very, very sociopolitically hypermetrophic, in our modus operandi, they jumped at the middle of war, say they're giving vote of no confidence. Guess what? To who? To who? To your foundation. Which means you want, just like what Ngozi Rabeze did at that at that pulpit at Sibelius Hall. She stood up and said, with the power vested on me, who vested you power? I hereby dissolve myself. You get what I'm saying? She dissolved herself. Yeah. You dissolve the government, which means you are working for the zoo. You see, dissolve the cabinet. We didn't discuss it in the parliament. You said it is a surrogate. SMS and law and the parliament, which one is? That is, prime minister doesn't have legitimacy, let me tell you now, to single-handedly nominate his successor without the approval of the cabinet. And nomination is not even the process. The process is election. So, and in this case, I've demonstrated to us that there was candidacy room, call for candidacy for the election of leader pro tempore. And only the considered qualified candidates came and answered the questionnaire, compiled the questionnaire, just like the name of your program. You compiled the questionnaire. So, and later, I didn't know for one person, not be two persons go be acting prime minister, and now one person go become a. We drag the thing, drag that. We drag her. We drag the thing. We are all qualified. Till one person won. What is the big deal there? I said it was me and Ogechkunkere that lasted at the ballot, and I also gave my own because at the end it is one person. I'm not living in the United States of America, for Christ's sake. So what are we talking? If not, violence. You gotta go. So that is the thing. So our people should listen to our CDS. Forget about shame. You people have made mistake. I'm not punitive. I don't like punishment. But the more you linger, the worse it becomes to you. Come back to Briggy. It's not a must you be a cabinet member. For unity of purpose, go and donate under Ogechkunkere, our acting prime minister. He is your leader, whether you like it or not. If not, you are rebel. Very simple. It is high time Igbo people, we Biafrans, should know how to follow our leader. We should not be divided. That is the only message I have for us today, because I have to take a French leave. And may God
Thank
bless.
you so much.
May God bless our people in nominem pater filius et spiritus sancti. All hail Biafra.
Amen. Amen. Academic kindness, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was really wonderful. That was really, really wonderful. Biafrans, the academic highness just spoke to us in a very wonderful. When you talk of people that are educated, he is not called the only educated black man in the whole of Europe for nothing. He has exhibited that wisdom, that knowledge that he has acquired. He has been able to impart us that knowledge this morning, and I so much appreciate him for being part of this program. Thank you so much. In fact, my day is already made. I'm so happy to have a very wonderful Biafran, a cabinet member at that, a military intelligence chief at that. But I am telling you, I will bring him here someday, another day, to answer to certain questions. You know, his English is very much refined, educative, and you can understand what he's speaking, the angle he's coming from. And his response to our questions are very, very top notch. I really appreciate your academic kindness. Thank you so much for being in this questionnaire this morning, and for the wonderful information that you have given to us. I thank you so much. And Biafran, one of the things that he said, the reason why he came to this platform is, first of all, to clear the air of the propaganda that Rafa Jare is spreading out there, using his 10 fingers and 10 toes to swear. Academic highness have come here to confirm to Biafran that he himself contested for the office of the acting prime minister. Okay, so it was not only Ogechukwu Nkere that just came out and was appointed. No, academic tested. As a matter of fact, he sent me a declassified information to that, but I can't flash it on the screen because he himself is already, let me see, he himself is already a proof. Okay, he's already a proof to the information that he gave me to flash on the screen. So the reason why he sent me this is for people to understand that he himself was among those who contested. You know, he contested for the acting prime minister position. He contested on it. So he wanted me to flash it on the screen, and I said there is no need because he is already here. He is saying it by his mouth. So this one that I'm going to flash on the screen, people may look at it that it's not authentic, but the person is speaking live. Okay, so he's not confirming that he participated he contested the acting prime minister position, and eventually Ogechukwu Nkere won that position. So don't listen to anybody telling you that Ogechukwu Nkere didn't have any other person to contend with or to contest against, who contested against him. That is a lie from the pit of hell. So I really appreciate every one of you that was part of this program. I don't think I'm going to proceed more because academic kindness have already made my day. I think we are going to continue tomorrow because I wanted to play a video or the voice of our two-star general Gentle, why the triple general was sending in message for Biafrans for a unified donation. You know, we don't have to scatter our donations. As a matter of fact, the reason why the triple general is calling for unification of funding is because the one that he is getting from the Biafran Republic government in exile can never be enough. Even Russia, Israel, Ukraine, Iran, they are also looking for funding, even when they are independent countries. So you can imagine Biafra We are not yet dependent, okay? We are not yet independent. So we need more funds in order to evict these terrorists from our land. And that is why Triple General Igwe Butuzo is calling on Biafrans all over the world to stop funding Ngozi Orabufulani, to stop funding the coup plotters, Imam Madabo and go. Rather, focus on funding the Biafran Republic government in exile for their recognition of Biafra. Focus on funding the de facto government in the homeland for the liberation of Biafra land. Very, very important. So having said that, I appreciate everybody who was part of this program. I salute our leader, Mazen Nandi Okukano. Please, if anybody wants to join us again, I have like 12 minutes. I have like 12 minutes to be here. So if you want to join us, the link is already on the chat section, and you can see it on the studio. You can join us and make your contribution. I only have 12 minutes, 11 minutes to go. So you can join us and make your contribution snappy so that I can, proceed with other things that I have lined up for today. So thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear friends, for being part of this program. Oh, our sister Betty may come up any moment from now. Okay, so I really appreciate everybody who was part of this program. I salute our leader, Mazi Nandi Okukano, for, standing very strong for the Biafran people. I salute our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko, as well. I salute the acting Prime Minister, Ogechukwu Nkere, for his consistency, commitment, and all that he is doing for the Biafran people. I appreciate all of you Biafrans who yesterday demonstrated their love for the freedom of the people. I salute every one of you who was part and parcel of the town hall meeting that we had yesterday. Abokiporo town hall meeting. Abokiporo town hall meeting that we had yesterday. It was really wonderful. I really appreciate every one of you that was part of it. And I salute the Biafran Defense Forces who are protecting our women and children and protecting our borders. And thank you that is watching us and supporting the liberation. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, try as much as possible to do so, so that anytime I come online, you get notification. Airborne to the Biafran Defense Forces. And goodbye from here. See you tomorrow. Ndewo no Chineke.